and we're going, and we're going, and we're going, and we're here.
Are we live?
We're live. Hello, YouTube.
Hey, what up, everybody? It's me, Casca King,
And yo, it's your boy Krusty Loves.
and we're here for a CNC podcast. It's been a while.
It's been
Eh,
a while.
Yeah, um, it has been quite a while, man. I tell you what, I have been infatuated with the locale podcasts, and so much so that I am going to be auditioning for the new locale podcast TV show. So I will be in a part of locale history. I will be on air, literally going at it for a position on a new locale podcast. What are your thoughts about me being on another podcast?
It blows my mind, man. You're moving on to bigger, greater things, man.
Oh man, this is a big, great thing itself. There will always be room for the CNC podcast, my dog. It's been a while since we've done one of these,
It's
man.
been a
Like, let's talk.
while since
Been a
I've
while,
done a CNC podcast.
man. It's been a while, and I'm still horny.
Yeah, baby.
Oh yeah. So we're live on YouTube right now.
We're live on YouTube.
Yeah. So wait, can the audio, can people is my audio coming through?
This should be, yeah.
Okay, great. So what I want to talk about tonight, Casket, is what are your thoughts about locales?
Well, I tend not to think about them really. Um,
Why? What? Well, you at one point were in the running to be a locale, pretty hardcore.
that was true. I almost, dude. If only you knew the details.
Okay, well, first of all, tell me the details. Let's hear it.
Oh my god, dude. I was a special kind of special, okay?
Yeah.
I I never had any friends growing up. I moved around a lot. And
Right.
so I had a lot of time by myself.
Yeah.
And I was a goth. Oh goodness,
Oh,
I was a goth.
oh goodness. But
I
here's the thing though, Casket. In 2016, when all of your videos were on cringe compilations, your clips were getting millions of views on other people's channels. They were. That's just what was happening, right?
yeah.
Yeah, like I would watch a random video and I would see a fucking random clip of Casket King show up there. Whether it was the green screen thumbs up or like the like that like randomly, you were a central part of the internet in the
I was
20 teens.
just a little bit, wasn't I?
You absolutely were. And here's the thing, I told you to lean into it and you refused, brother. You refused out of principle. You're like, no, man, I don't want to fucking. Dude, the thing is, if people want to laugh at you, but they're willing to pay you money to laugh at you fucking say, okay, I'm a dance. Give me money. Laugh. And like, you know what I mean? Here's the thing, Casket, think about this. Every hero needs an enemy. Everybody loves someone to hate, right? Like think about WWE or WWF or whatever, the bad guy was always popular because he was bad. Like it
Everyone
doesn't
loves the Joker.
exactly. So it doesn't matter how you
Mm,
get famous. If you can get that dollar bill, y'all, get that motherfucking dollar bill, y'all. You know what I mean?
I guess that you're right, man.
Like at the end of the day, you're providing a service and they're paying you money to laugh at you. Who's the one? Who's the real one? that's a dumbass? Is it the person
I
receiving
could
money?
possibly have my own trading card one day.
Yeah, like no joke. No, no joke, Mr. King. No joke. And I will tell you right now, the shit show I saw tonight on the Lolcow podcast tells me that I have a real chance at becoming a host because those people on there, total fucking boring fucks. There was no chemistry. Um, but anyways, back to you, Casket. If you could change one thing about your YouTube career, what would it be, man? We can't have long dead airs. So what would
I'm
it be?
sorry, I'm thinking. I guess I'd try harder. I'd
What do you
upload
mean
more
by that? What does that
often.
mean? What does try harder mean?
I don't know. I would upload more often, or at least try harder.
Well, what's stopping you from doing that now?
Tiredness.
Well, you know what? Screw the excuses. Do it anyways. Like, dude, just do it. I think that you need to go back to streaming live streams daily and doing a DJ. Maybe not even DJing. Maybe you're just talking with the chat. Like you need that interaction. It would be healthy for you and it would keep you in relevancy. What are your thoughts?
Somebody says I should be a fitness YouTuber.
Dude, if you made fitness videos, they would go viral. It would be hilarious. People would laugh at you, but dude, you'd make money for it. Like, and here's the thing, you're like, no, man, I don't want to do it that way. But here's the thing, if you're doing it on purpose, it's different, brother. Do it. You know what I mean? What are your thoughts, King?
Can you, dude? Can you convince me in a song?
No, no, I can't. I'm sorry, but it's too late at night for me to pull out my instruments and do a jam sesh. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, I'm
Oh
very, very
well.
sorry about that. Maybe another day. So, Casket, so you would upload more videos. Why don't you just do that now? Why don't you do that
I
now,
don't
right
know.
now?
I try and find things to make videos on. It's like, okay, I go to the dollar store. It's like, okay, what can I do here at the dollar store to do a video? It's like, well, yeah, I could do a dollar store haul. Let's see what $10 gets me, and
Right.
this or that. But I never find anything particularly interesting.
You know what? That's what makes you special, buddy. Here's the thing, even if you fail, do it anyways, because that's the thing. Just sit down and talk, bitch at the camera. People want to see that. They just want to see you bitching about normal life stuff. That's what really got you going.
I mean, that is true. I hate normal life stuff.
Yeah, bitch about normal life stuff. Let people laugh at that. It'd be great for you, dude. Absolutely. What are your plans for 2025? Like do you have any New Year resolutions for the new year?
I haven't really thought about it.
Right, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Well, weight loss.
Yeah. Now, in February, if it passes, so you can get a semi-glutide under your insurance, will you be willing to do that? Just answer the fucking question.
I
No
don't.
pauses.
I don't know. I'm
Dude,
afraid.
you literally just said weight loss is a goal for 2025, and yet the easiest fucking answer lands in your lap, covered by your insurance, and you're hesitant. What the fuck, dude?
I don't know, man.
Like, how many times does someone have to smack you in the face with a hammer that says "good idea" before it finally sinks in?
Quite a few.
Yeah, clearly. Let me get my motivation belt out
Oh, I
so I can
like the
help.
motivation belt.
Yeah, you need a little bit of time with the motivation belt. That's what I've learned, dude. Because you're literally sitting here saying that my life quality of life would improve if I lost weight, and yet I'm not willing to even take medication that would allow that to happen. Like, dude, it's a miracle fucking drug. It's every. I remember in 2016, you were like, if there was just a drug I could take, I would be so happy. Well, here it fucking is. Here's a drug you can take. And it's not a goddamn raspberry pill like you took for 2 years and got no results.
Hey,
It's
those
an actual
raspberry
drug.
pills got me down to 360.
Yeah, but dude, here's the thing. Did it last? No. And
Well, no,
also,
because I stopped taking the raspberry pills.
this medication would be covered under your insurance as long as it gets passed, dude. Like, why? Why not take it? Just right now, just say you'll take it. I'm gonna grab the motivation whip. The belt's not good enough. Okay, so you still have hesitation. Dude, I
I
swear to fuck,
do.
Casket. Like, you want something to just okay, here's what Casket really wants. He wants just a magical fairy to wave a wand and then solve his problems. That's what Casket really wants. You're not why won't you put in effort, bro?
Because effort causes pain.
You need a little pain. You're gonna have pain either way. You might as well choose the type of pain you are gonna be experiencing.
Yes, but the more slovenly I am, the less pain there is.
And you know what, historian, this is why Casket will never change. You were totally right. I seen it, and you admitted it last time. So let's move on then. All right. So, what's any other New Year resolutions that's actually possible for you?
I so badly want to give up soda.
Really?
I've
How
done
are
it.
your teeth?
I've done it before, but my teeth are fine.
Are they?
Yeah,
How many teeth are you missing?
just the one. It was a baby tooth.
Oh, I remember whenever you lost that baby tooth. You had it forever.
Yeah, dude, it's the one I had to get pulled because they got
Yeah, your
loose.
last one. Do it. It was your last baby tooth
I
at like what,
know.
age 30,
No, I
32?
was. I think I was like 28. It was like right.
Time.
It was right before COVID.
Oh yeah, it was the same time I got like when I got my wisdom teeth taken out in 2019. So glad I got them done then.
Like one day, I just woke up and my tooth was like really loose in my mouth. I'm like, what the fuck? I need to go to the dentist. Finally, my years of fucking around have caught up to me, but nope. They show me my dentures in the fucking scanner. They're like, yeah, you have no cavities, you have no wisdom teeth, you're good to go. Here's your cleaning, goodbye.
But they pulled the baby tooth.
Yeah, it was like, I mean, it was barely on there to begin with, man. It was crazy.
Damn. Do you still have it?
No, I tried to take it, but they're like, yeah, sorry, we got biohazard.
That's
I
bullshit.
know.
When we were kids, we could take our teeth when we had them pulled. Now they call it a biohazard. Bullshit.
Somebody
So
says I should try sparkling water. I'm not a fan. I do enjoy ginger ale.
yeah, because it has calories and sugar. You're a sugar addict.
Look, I know I'm addicted to soda, okay? I'm willing to admit that.
Yeah. At least you're not like Thornton TV.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, be glad. You don't want to know who that is.
Is he like Billy Bob Thornton?
What you know what? We'll talk about it off stream. I'm not gonna even acknowledge it on stream.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So I like yeah, so You want to quit drinking sodas. What else? You know what? I'm seeing a theme here. You want to lose weight, and you want why? What do you want to quit sodas because you think it'll help you lose weight, or what?
I mean, that would be part of it, yeah.
Okay, what's the other part?
I mean, do you really need soda in your life?
I've been drinking it lately.
Yeah, but you're drinking like the zero sugar shit.
Yeah, I'm drinking. I'm drinking root beer zero, zero
Like
caffeine
that
and
doesn't really
zero
count
sugar,
as a
0 calories.
soda.
Bro, it tastes like a fucking soda. How does that not count as a soda?
Yeah,
That's
but
like
what
saying,
I'm saying is dietarily, it doesn't really count as a soda if it's got zero nothing.
yeah, but here's the thing. That's like saying that like fucking cheese product doesn't count as cheese. If it looks like cheese and tastes like cheese, it's fucking cheese.
Yeah, dude, I agree though. Cheese product is cheese.
Well, then it's the same thing here. Same logic, right?
I just forgot what we were talking about.
Well, that's wonderful. I'm taking a piss.
I'm a little stoned,
I'm a little drunk.
and together
I'm a
we're
little
stoned and
bit
drunk.
stoned. I'm a little bit drunk on white booze.
And
That
I'm a
sounds like the
little bit
beginning of.
high on
Wait, did
marijuana.
you say heroin?
No.
Bro, bro, is this like the beginning of your confession? Are you an addict? Do we need to
No,
talk?
dude.
And he just said heroin, Chad. Don't let him
No,
lie.
I said marijuana.
No, totally. I heard heroin 100%. Play it back, chat.
No,
Chat, play it
no,
back. I think he just.
no. You're hearing things.
No, you had you just had a slip, brother. All right, cheers. I'm gonna take another like 4 or 5 gulps of some. I'm
Frosty,
drinking.
if I was on heroin, I think you would know. Out of everyone I know, I think you would know.
Well, I hope I would, but I'm drinking Wild Turkey 101 tonight. Old school white trash bourbon. Cheers.
Oh, goodness.
Ugh. Ugh.
Did it
Ugh.
burn?
Doesn't burn anymore.
Oh.
Yeah,
That might
but I
be a
just
little bit of a problem.
yeah. Also, casket. Can I say something or should I not say it?
Well, that depends on what you're going to say.
The thing that you sent me yesterday, whenever we got drunk.
I mean, don't say where I sent it, but
Okay. So I think I'm the only other person besides you that have access to your YouTube channel, right? He sent me his login information
basically,
for his YouTube. If that doesn't show you how much he trusts me, I don't know what.
we're fucking brothers, man.
Exactly. He literally sent me his login information and the email that it's under. I have full access to his YouTube channel. I will never use it, but can I ask one request?
Can I
Can I
guess what
do
the
that?
request is?
You're going to already know what it is. And so, what's your answer?
To change the banner.
No.
Oh, all right.
On whenever you die in the future, do I have permission to log into your YouTube account and post a final video that lets everybody know that you're gone?
Dude, once I die, you can do whatever the fuck you want on my channel.
Like all I want to do, and to all of the people who are here right now, and this, so you just heard he gave me permission, and for just so everyone doesn't freak out when Casket dies, I'm not going to take any of the videos down. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to post a final video as a closing chapter to his story. He just gave me permission. So you all heard it here. The king gave me permission. Um, so what would you want to be done with your channel? Let's talk about that.
Well, I guess one final video to the fans.
Yeah. You know what it'll be called? I'll tell you right now.
What?
The C podcast.
I would have gone with you just got deaded.
Damn. Okay, it's going to be called the C Podcast. You just got deaded. That's the name of the episode. When Casket dies, I will log into his account and I will record one video called the C Podcast. You just got deaded. And it'll be a 3 hour long podcast where we go through all of the greatest hits of Casket together as fans. Does that sound good to you, Casket?
Yeah, man, that sounds great.
Damn. All right. He's giving me permission. I literally have his login information. He drunkenly sent it to me.
That is true.
Also, I need to give you the login for mine so that I can connect to my Discord. But we'll do that another time. We're live on YouTube.
Someone wants to know if my playlist is public anywhere. It is. It is not.
Let's make
I
it public.
I should. I need to make a playlist.
You should. Casket's picks, where it should be like the top 30 videos of Casket King based off of his own ratings.
Actually, I think they're talking about my music playlist.
Oh, who asked that?
Impetus.
Oh, unfamiliar. Hello, Impetus.
Hello.
What are your thoughts about the Pickle Man? Let's talk publicly about what's been going on behind the scenes. Let's let the world know.
Well, I haven't seen him in my chat in a while, but I hope he's doing all right.
As stated the other night in the hangout room, that when the Pickle Man gets the help that he needs, he's welcome back, but he has to have received help. He has problems that he needs assistance with in order to overcome some challenges that he has. That's my stance. That's where Krusty stands in the Casket verse. Because no one is like unredeemable. Everybody's redeemable, but everybody needs different help. What about Bibu? Let's talk about Bibu.
I miss Bibu. I haven't heard from him in a while.
What was the last conversation like?
He was really busy with school and the holidays.
Well, his finals, he's an undergrad, so his finals should be coming up this week, right now, that this video is going live. So Bibu is currently taking his finals. He is a undergrad in psychology, and I wish him well. I hope that he aces his final exams.
Hold on. Can anyone hear me? Hold on. I need to check my volume here. Testing, testing. Okay, people can hear me. All right.
Can they hear me as well?
Yeah, they can hear you.
What about the historian?
Uh, great guy. I hope. You know.
Yeah, but what are you like? What was the last conversation with him like
I
that you had?
honestly I can't remember at the moment.
Historian, I'm not going to talk about your personal life stuff that you've shared with me in Casket. Don't worry about that. I'll say that I hope this next week goes well for you. And also, historian, if you watch this, reach out to me. We need to work out schedules because the time is coming up next week. Like,
Yeah, man. We need to
we want
touch
to hear from you.
noggins. Yeah.
Yeah, we want to hear from you. So there's a new guy, Queso, in the group.
Yeah, cool dude. Cool dude.
Yeah. What are your thoughts about Queso?
He's a
Extra.
cool.
It's well. Let's
He's
be on his name in the Discord server is Extra Queso. Continue.
well. He's a cool dude.
Yeah.
Look forward to hanging out more.
Yeah. Can also anyone who wants to get into your Discord server, how can they do that?
Well, no one can get in right now. That's the thing.
All right. Is there any way we can make it where people can get in during the holidays? At this time of year, I think most trolls are busy doing live stuff or they're embedded on the internet. So I think we're more likely to get actual interactive people on the server this time of year, more so than any other time of year. So could we open up the server right now? Is that something you would be open to?
Oh man, like right now.
Like where when this goes live for people rewatch it, there's a link to your Discord server, like as a pinned comment.
Uh, Hold on. I'm gonna stop
That
sharing my screen, which means they're not gonna be able to hear you.
okay.
But I'm gonna see if I can't open the server. Hold on. I don't know, but I guess. Okay, I'm about to share my screen again.
Know when you're sharing.
We are now sharing.
Okay. Well, then you just heard everything I just said.
All
So
right,
this is ha-
everybody. Pardon me. This is a link to the Discord for anyone in the chat who would like to join. I'm not gonna say whether this invite it dies or not, but it works for now.
and will you be willing to link a pinned comment with a link to your Discord server after on the rewatch? Because this is evergreen content. This is the type of content people in the future are going to watch.
Well, you see there, young biscuit.
Yes, Mr. King.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. All right, if you can look in the video, you can now see the Discord link. You just type
All
that into
right.
your browser and bam!
And I will try to remind Casket to put the link as a pinned comment on the replay of this video. I will remind him after this goes back for rewatchers, which we appreciate the rewatchers, do we not?
Oh, we love the
If you're, I mean,
rewatchers.
yes.
You there, man?
Oh yeah, I'm here. Sorry about that. But like I previously stated, on the rewatch, we will have a pinned comment at the top comment so that people can join the Discord server. How long has it been closed? This is the first time it's been opened in how long? Since how long?
Oh, I don't know, a month or two.
Right. So if you want to get in on the casket universe, if you've made it this far into the
Well, we
rewatch or
got
the live
somebody
stream,
in.
yes, this is your time to do so. Because if you don't do it now, and if you don't do it with the link that's pinned at the top of this video for the rewatchers, you may not get in. So this is your chance to get into the casket verse and to be able to talk specifically with Krusty Loves, me, Casket King,
Yo,
and the historian, which has been on a few of the videos, along with other colorful characters in the Casket verse. Is that
yo.
not right, Casket?
There's many
You
of
know,
us.
yes. I mean, the Casket verse is ever growing. We want to grow this community and we want you to be a part of it. And we
Yes.
look forward to having you in the community. So let's grow the casket verse together. This is the breaded man himself.
Welcome
You've
to the
seen him.
kingdom.
Yes, you have seen this man in uh, in cringe compilations from 2016 to 2020. You have seen his videos. You have seen his breaded videos. You have seen his rub the pumpkin video.
And you've
This is
seen
your
these
chance.
titties on half of my live streams.
And this is your chance to be able to speak and communicate with him on the hangout calls, which he does at least once a week, where you can talk with him personally, as well as the other cast. You have the Canadian, you have Krusty Loves, aka me, you have Queso, you have the historian, and other characters that you can interact with. And we would love to have you in the conversations. So, with that being stated, welcome, new member. Can you just state the name of the new member that just joined? Let's give them a shout out, Casket.
Impetus. Hello and
Impetus.
welcome to server.
Impetus, welcome to the server. Impetus joined during the live stream. If you join during the live stream, we will give you a shout out. So that way, on rewatch, we can't give you a shout out, obviously. But right now, we have just given Impetus a shout out. Impetus, I'd like to know, where did you get your name? Where does that come from? That is a very interesting name. It sounds almost Greek.
It does. It does almost sound Greek.
Yeah. So I'm very curious about that. If there's any questions you have for the king, you're welcome to
It's a
uh,
Steve Roach
ask.
album from the 80s.
Right. Also, you know what? Now that I said the Canadian, and I know your name, Canadian, but I'm not going to say it on air. But how are things going with the Canadian casket?
Things are great.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to give a very special announcement here, and Casket King knows about this. There has been a secret D&D campaign going on for the past 3 months, and we have probably close to 15 to 20 hours of recorded audio and video that is going to be have sound effects and music added to them for our Dungeons and Dragons campaign, which will be coming out in January. And every week, you all will be given an hour and a half to 3 hours, depending on the episode, of the Dungeons and Dragons adventure, where the participants is Casket King. Do you want to
Yes.
talk more about it? Who are the other participants, Casket?
There's I, Casca King, the cleric. There's my girlfriend, the rogue goblin. And then there is the dark elf, the Canadian.
Okay. And who are the characters' names? Let's go ahead and tell them the names of the
Well, my
characters.
my character's name is Kid because he's a goat.
Casca is playing a goatkin. We had to do some modifications, but we were able to work out a goatkin. And
Yeah.
how about your girlfriend Alice? What which is Alice playing? And
She
what's
is a
Alice's name?
Alice is playing a goblin named Blackmire.
Yeah. And what about the Canadian? What's the
Canadian
Canadian's
is
name?
Voven.
Voven the Dark
Yes.
Elf, which is a cosmic wizard, meaning he gets his powers from the cosmos themselves. And it is lore driven, it is story driven, and we have at this point we definitely have over 15 hours of recorded audio. You would say so, right, Casket?
I'd say at least 12 to 15, yeah.
And we are maybe 20% into the story of the Dungeons and Dragons campaign. Here is the plan. And for you viewers and to the live stream or the rewatch, this is what you guys are going to get. You are going to get an amazing fantasy universe where you get to hear Casket King. the breaded man, the pumpkin rubbing man himself, go through a Dungeons and Dragons esque campaign. And I say esque because I did simplify the numeric part of Dungeons and Dragons because I am a experienced dungeon master, but I'm dealing with people who are new at the campaign and I mean may not have the best math skills, specifically Casket King. This is not a diss towards you, it's just the truth.
Don't worry,
But
I know I'm retarded.
brother, don't you know what? Let's take that word back. I am also the R word. I'm by definition. So you know what? Let's empower people to use that word. But and we're about 20% through the campaign as I have written out. And I'm going to take the audio and the video that we've recorded. Jeff is generating an image for the videos. What you guys are going to get is you're going to get a cinematic audio immersion Dungeons and Dragons campaign, meaning I am going to add music, I'm going to add sound effects to the Dungeons and Dragons campaign, which is taking place. And you guys are going to get it's the visually, it's not going to be important. It's going to be something you get to press play and listen to as you go throughout your normal life experiences, right? So it could be something that plays in the background and you listen to, like an audiobook
Yeah, or a podcast.
or a podcast. And I think that this is going to be a wonderful opportunity. It's a part of the community that has not been reached out to yet. I look forward to if you enjoy fantasy adventures, I think you'll enjoy this campaign. I have spoken enough. People don't want to hear me. Casket, let's hear you talk about it from the perspective of a player.
Oh, it's been great so far. There's lots of action, but lots of dialogue, that's worth listening to. Very engaging, great characters. I got to play as a goat guy.
Where you get to, it's still happening.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. And I will say this, Canadian or Alice, if either of you want to hop in and talk about your perspectives of the campaign, you're more than welcome to. We will add you to the call.
By the way, after the podcast here, me and Krusty will be out in the hangout room.
Yes, we will be in the hangout room in the Discord for, I can guarantee, an hour after the podcast. So, Casket, when it comes to fantasy realms in general, let's talk about our D&D campaign. You chose a goat character. Let's talk about that. What made you choose a goat character?
Well, he's kind of my OC, I guess you could say, fursona.
Interesting. So, if you were a furry, you would be a goat man?
Yeah, I would be a goat.
Okay. And let's not give too much away about the campaign, but what has been your greatest experience so far in the campaign?
Getting Jurassic Park.
Getting Jurassic Park.
No one's gonna know what
Now,
that means until the time comes.
right. And starting the first weekend of January and every weekend afterwards, I will state this right now. What it'll be is every Saturday, a video will drop 1 to 3 hours long where you guys will get to experience an audio immersion of Dungeons and Dragons to the point where it'll be as though it's an audiobook and you will enjoy it. The story that's being woven together is pretty interesting, but I am biased in that. From a player perspective, what are your thoughts, Casket?
I'm dying to see what happens next.
Yeah, what's been your greatest, like, what do you think is the funniest thing in the campaign so far?
Probably all the headbutts that I miss.
Yeah. So I like I've stated, I have simplified Dungeons and Dragons. They every basically this is a story driven RPG tabletop experience. I call it Dungeons and Dragons, but it is very loose when it comes to the rule set. You know what we need to do, Casket, now that I'm thinking about this?
Yeah.
After Christmas, you, me, the Canadian, and Alice we need to have the Canadian and Alice on a podcast together where we are talking about the campaign specifically as a launch video for the campaign. Because we
Well, I'll
want,
see if I can get that.
I think that both Alice and Jeff would be open to the idea. They've both been on your videos before at some point. So I think we need to get everyone together about the launch of the campaign. As of right now, I wish we could have Alice and Jeff on tonight, but you know what? That'll make for a great next CNC podcast. For those who are longtime viewers of the King himself, I appreciate you coming back to the CNC podcast. It has been a while,
It's been a
and
while.
yes, it really has been. And I'm one semester away plus an internship from having my grad degree. So I've been incredibly busy with that. Casket has been following his own dreams and adventures.
Yeah.
But I will say this, I am open to a once a month podcast of the CNC podcast coming back. What are your thoughts about that, Casket? I know. So long story short, actually, why don't you talk about why the podcast ended? Let's hear your perspective. Be honest with the people.
Well, yeah, how, how honest do you want me to be?
Okay, so there's been drama in the Discord server with the Pickle Man, right? Let's be honest about that. That took place,
Yes.
right? So we removed 4 years of CNC podcasts along with a bunch of other videos from Casket's channel, did we not?
Yes. Yes, I did.
And the reason why that was removed was because we wanted to make sure that nothing could be taken out of context in order to harm anyone. But we're going to bring the CNC podcast back for once a month showing, maybe a once a week, depending on the popularity of the show.
Yeah.
We and I, because here's the thing, all of you love Casket King, and Casket loves to do this podcast. It's a time where we get to chill, hang, and just be the guys. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Now, I'm going to say this, Casket. I think we need to open up the podcast to no longer be called the CNC podcast. We need a new podcast.
All right.
And I'm think
So, okay. So now no longer the CNC. What? What are your
the CN
recommendations?
okay, the CNC was when it was just me and you. What I think it needs to be called is the boys. And I think it needs to be or
Okay, I would
the
agree with you.
crew.
It's a great name, but there's
Let me
already
let,
a group called the
okay,
Boys.
how about this? The crew cast.
Crewcast.
Yeah, it still has two C's in it.
Hmm.
And I say that because what I want to ultimately happen is I want the Discord server in the Hangout room to be open to once a week to public broadcasting on your channel. The conversations that take place whenever everyone is sober, we do indulge in some adult activities over there. It does get a little unhinged at sometimes, but I think what we need is a podcast where we have an open dialogue with everyone in the server in the hangout room.
Oh goodness, I can only see this ending badly.
Okay, I see that. What makes you say that?
Well, that's why I had to shut down the server the last time.
All right, here's the thing. How about this? We make a new voice room where only the admins can talk in. And we, as the admins, if you get an admin capability, you can come in to the weekly podcast. That way, regular users that join in can't join into the podcast. Only those who are trusted with admin. Because we actually have an admin talking room, right? I believe we do.
Do we?
I think we do. And if we don't, we can make one. But let's make an admin only talking room, right? And anyone who's an admin is welcome to come in and join the podcast. Where once a week we have the casket. We can even call it the casket crew. That could be the name of the podcast. Where once a week, anyone who is an admin, and if you want to join the
The
server,
server
you're
name
welcome
would
to.
finally make sense.
Yeah, and if you want to join the server, you can join the server. And once we trust you enough by talking with you, eventually you can work your way up to being someone on the podcast. So that way it's open to anyone who has a admin star or better. And I say or better because we also give, after you have an admin star for so long, we give you a personal title. So what are your thoughts about having a Casket Crew podcast?
Give me one
You are the
second.
host. Okay, take your time. But what I'm stating is, Casket King, you are the host alone. I will be just a person in the room. I'll be your right hand man that keeps the conversation going. And anyone else that wants to join is welcome to join every Saturday night. You, me, and all the other admins that want to join can get together and we have a conversation. And that is broadcast live as a podcast. We can make a admin only voice talking room.
Yeah, I think we could do that.
So can we say starting this coming Saturday, we will have the casket crew up and running, like the
I'll
first
try.
episode
I'll
launch?
try, man.
Okay, even if it's just me and you, let's do it this Saturday. Let's have the casket crew. We'll call it you know how like when TV shows do a pilot episode, we'll call it like Casket Crew Pilot Cast. Like it'll be the very first cast. What are your thoughts?
Sounds good to me, man.
Great, because here's the thing. I believe having more voices will improve. This is going to be, you and I, Casket, once a month can still do a CNC podcast. But I think the Casket Crew cast, should be a weekly event so that we can talk about the drama. We can have the arguments. We can have the discord because people like to see disagreements, right? Because let's be honest, all of you watching this may not be privy to what's happening in the hangout room. And there is a lot of tension that happens in the hangout room, which is absolutely golden material. It's material that is going to the ether because it's not being recorded or used. And I think this is going to be a great opportunity for everyone. I mean, in the hangout room, have you not seen a lot of events happen that you think, wow, this would be very monetizable? Because I see that all the time. What are your thoughts?
I suppose so.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So let's do the Casket Crew cast once a week and the CNC podcast once a month, and we will do that. We'll do up the first pilot episode of the Casket Crew cast next this coming Saturday. Today Monday?
Yeah.
Okay,
Today's Monday.
okay. So technically, this is being live streamed on Monday. So anyone listening this Saturday, there's going to be a live stream for the first pilot episode of the Casket Crew cast. and there will be an open invitation to the Casket Discord server. That does not mean that you can join the Casket Crewcast. That means you can join the server to talk with all of us, and once we trust you, then we can let you into the cast in future episodes. What I'm trying to do, Casket, is set us up with growing a base of viewership and interactive audience and grow your community. It's been a while since you grew. It's time for you to grow again. Let's make this happen. What do you think?
Is that a fat joke?
No, people love drama. People
I'm
love
just fucking with you,
Discord.
man. Of course, let's fucking do it. Mm?
All right, cool. Because here's the thing, people love drama. People love to hear arguments. It's happening naturally in the hangout room. Let's just take that to the next level up to where admins only, and let's monetize it. Let's start growing the casket verse. You know what I mean? Like, this is definitely something that should happen. I'm just looking out for everyone's best interest because this is a chance for all of us to come together and make something that is entertaining and something that can be beneficial for everyone involved. And if you don't want your, and everyone has an alias, right?
Why do I get the
Canadian.
striking suspicion that I'm selling my soul to McCartney right now?
No, all I'm doing is thinking about
Yes, yes,
business
yes,
opportunities.
yes.
Anyways, so Casket, now that we have launched the Casket Crew podcast, and we have hinted towards the Dungeons and Dragons um, weekly release videos, what do you think we should call the Dungeons and Dragons weekly release videos? What are your thoughts on that? Or, like, because there needs to be an overarching name. So it's like blank episode one, blank episode two. So what should it be called?
Someone has suggested Sassy Boys.
For the D&D?
Yes.
Who suggested that?
Amanda Love.
Amanda Love, join the Discord server. The link is in the chat. Sassy boys. We are a bunch of sassy boys. And you know what? Maybe we do need some female talent and things of that nature going into the future. And I poked my girlfriend when I said that, and she goes, We the
Oh,
sassy
and
boys.
eventually I will be starting up my radio show again.
Yeah, so Casket will have this radio show. We'll have the D&D starting January, and we will have the new Casket Crew podcast. I'm looking forward to this. We have a great cast of characters. We have Extra Queso. We have me, Krusty Loves. We have Casket King. We have the Canadian and the Historian, along with others that are welcome to join. But that'll be the primary cast of the Casket Crew. None of them know that this is happening. It's gonna be optional if they want to join in, but they are all welcome to. Everyone I just named, because they are all admins. So give your pitch, Casket. What would you say to those who are admins? What's your pitch to get them to join?
Well, it's no different than we usually do when we hang out. It's just recorded, so why not?
Well, it's not recorded, it's live broadcasted live, right?
Yes, I guess.
And there is a difference legally speaking. Well, this will be great. This will be great. So this has been the CNC podcast. We're going to jump in the hangout room for an hour,
Yeah, we'll see you
and
there, guys.
we will see you there. I look forward to seeing you there. Also, Casket, pin the Discord link in the top comment. Thank you.
All
Told you I had
right.
to remind him. Told you I would remind him. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.